A civil trial date is set now for the man who says he was held in jail for months because of a mistake over one letter in his last name.
I'm not going to remember to say this once I get to giving my actual commentary on the video. So for you journalist people out there, if you got some journalist family member or friends, tell these motherfuckers to start keeping it real, big dog. Was this man held in jail for a mistake over his last name, or wasn't he? If there's actual proof of this shit, why y'all be with this allegedly? Let's get to the video before I start ranting too much.
Last fall, Fox 13 Investigates told you about Anthony Robertson, who was mistaken for Anthony Roberson, a man sitting in 201 Poplar with several rape charges and a bond over $1 million. Let's go to Fox 13 investigative reporter Kayla Solomon. She's live at 201 Poplar tonight. So, Kayla, this lawsuit is worth millions, you've learned.
Yeah, Daryl, and although it was filed months ago, as recently as this week, there have been new filings. Now, the biggest is attorneys for Anthony Robertson are asking the county to turn over documents that have to do with those court hearings, as well as his time spent in the Shelby County Jail. But in response, Shelby County is saying since technically that record was expunged, a judge would have to order them to turn over the documents. But we now have an amended lawsuit that gives a clearer timeline of exactly how Robertson ended up in custody.
All I could remember saying was, no, sir, y'all got to have the wrong person. That's not me.
That's Anthony Robertson when he met with Fox 13 last year. He was still dealing with the trauma, held in jail at 201 Poplar for 5 months for crimes he did not commit.
It was just like detrimental. Like it was sad. Like every day I got up, every day expected to lose my life in there on some charges that had absolutely nothing to do with me.
Since then, a lawsuit was filed against Shelby County and his former public defender. Fox 13 Investigates obtained an amended version of that lawsuit that gives a clearer timeline of how Robertson was taken into custody. It started in October 2023 when Anthony Roberson was identified as a suspect for multiple sexual assaults. A warrant was issued for him, and he was taken into custody by October 29th, 2023. Despite remaining in custody, a separate warrant was then issued for Anthony Robertson, who was living in Ohio at the time, in February 2024, 4 months later. He was extradited from Ohio to Shelby County in March, and days later, by March 6th, it says, Robertson began to experience the effects of his diminishing health, as well as stigmas and or fears associated with being charged with aggravated rape and especially aggravated kidnapping, including extortion in exchange for providing for his safety while incarcerated. Robertson remained in custody until July 4th, when his attorney and a judge admitted he was the wrong defendant. The lawsuit says that's also when Roberson was actually provided on the indictment sheet by said ADA, but was inaccurately recorded in the Shelby County Criminal Court clerk's file, which allegedly led to the issue of a warrant and subsequent arrest of plaintiff as the wrong person, and confirmed that plaintiff was released from custody on July 4th, 2024 at 8:30 p.m. Now, Robertson and his attorneys are asking for $5 million in return. That trial date set for next summer. Daryl?
That is Fox 13's Kayla Solomon live in downtown Memphis. Kayla, thank you.
Kayla, little pretty self. I am Trailhand Bill reporting live from South Florida now. We're going to blame it on the Martell, but I could have swore I just seen on the screen one of those guys' ages was 36 and the other guy's age was 39. All these context clues and these professional heroes still can't get it right. You know, I've been very busy, and then I usually try to push these videos out to you guys while I'm in traffic, literally and figuratively. So I'll admit myself the quality doesn't come out as good as I want to, not even my commentary. So let me first say thank you to you guys who watch, whether you're new, you're OG, you've been for a while, you've been since the beginning. Shout out to you guys. I pray that life is beautiful for you. I pray that life is well. I pray that you're even navigating your struggles well, because life will come with mountains and valleys, man, lows and highs, and it's all part of being here. So I hope I'm not just hoping, I'm also praying for you that you're navigating that well and you're enjoying the time that God has given you and your loved ones, because that's what he gave it to you for his glory. So thank him for that, and that is my hope for you. Do you know what you can lose in 5 months not working, sitting in somebody's jail cell? Do you know how tainted the minds of humans are when all you have to do, especially if you're a male, is be accused of something, and that is evidence enough for you to be guilty in the minds of many indoctrinated people? They said this man committed sex crimes. I don't remember if they said against children or not, but sex crimes. Now let's place that in the context of confinement, American confinement, jail and or prison. Now we know this guy was, reasonably speaking, probably in jail because you don't go to prison until after conviction, but still. Those guys, I know you've heard the rumors. Some of them are true, some of them are false, but those are the guys who are lowest on the totem pole. And I say guys for a reason, because women could be accused of these same crimes and it's not looked at the same. But those guys are literally on the lowest end of the totem pole in society and in incarceration. So I was just giving you like two contextual realities there. What you just lose because you're not working, three basically. What you lose by reputation because you're accused of these crimes, and if you're a man, that in the minds of at least an overwhelming majority of our society, that makes you guilty, and then you have to live incarcerated, confined in areas with people who think you're guilty of these crimes. You know, I watch prison podcasts, and I always ask these guys. I mean, when I say prison podcasts, I'm talking about ex-prisoners, ex-inmates, and they brag about, oh yeah, if you got crimes against children, if you got sex crimes, like we own you. I've heard guys talk about how they murdered people, they watch people be murdered because they're accused of these crimes. I always ask their ass, y'all don't even trust the police. Y'all know cops lie, because a lot of you in there claiming you're innocent of crimes. But when it comes to people accused of things, like it's a morality issue. People want to feel morally superior, so therefore if I can look down on somebody, that makes me a better person. How the fuck, if you know cops lie, you know people locked up for shit they didn't do, how you willing to kill somebody just because I know how, I just told you it's a morality issue. None of that matters here, because we know this guy ain't do a damn thing. The Johnny said it. And when I say Johnny's, I'm talking about the newest cadet who just signed. Her ass ain't even experienced 1 day of training academy, to your favorite damn president. All of them cops to me because they work in concert. They said it. And his other Johnny, who's supposed to be on his side, the public defender, said it. Tell y'all about these damn defense attorneys. The man ain't do a damn thing. Then you got these journalists talking about he claims he spent. Motherfucker, they told us in this video. That's why I stopped there earlier so I didn't miss that part. They told us he was released July the 4th, 8:30 p.m. if I remember correctly, for some shit they locked him up for he ain't even damn do. I usually get upset when I see these people posturing on camera. When that man was kind of like, his spirit seemed to be upbeat. I'm judging his body language when he initially came on camera. And then the next frame I seen, he was palming his face and it looked like he was holding back tears. I already crying him. I don't know if he was crying because he was heartbroken. He was suffering PTSD like the journalist said, or because he was thinking about all the shit he wanted to do to these motherfuckers who took that much of his life from him for their simple mistake. And to add ultimate insult to injury, I'm from the South, y'all. From Georgia. I live in South Florida right now. The way I was raised by my elders, my forefathers and foremothers, when your ass wrong, man, you apologize and you go out of your way to make it right. That's also a Christian tenet, I think that's the word I'm looking for. Principle, definitely. I'm a Christian, if y'all don't know that. I believe Jesus Christ is Lord and Master. That's for another video. I understand some people who just heard that would think I'm foolish. That is your prerogative, just like it's my prerogative to trust him wholeheartedly. But all of those things culminate for me to lead me to when I'm wrong, man, I go to the person or people that I've wronged. I go out of my way to make it right. Why the fuck this man got to sue y'all? Y'all incarcerated him, accused him of, according to public opinion, some of the worst crimes that anyone could be, well, men especially, can be accused of. And now y'all reward him for y'all mistake by giving him the opportunity to sue himself, to sue his other fellow American citizens. That's his reward for this disservice, this injustice that y'all heaped upon him. Why he got to sue y'all? Y'all was dead as wrong. It's not y'all money. Y'all gonna use our money to fight this lawsuit that he should have never had to file. Y'all should just pay this man. Y'all should just repair the damage you've done as much as it is possible within your capability with our finances to do. You motherfuckers don't contribute a damn thing to the population. That's our money, motherfucker. Even when y'all tax come, you got tax. Come on, man. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. I locked that man up for 5 months and accused him of sex crimes because of a typo. You don't even have the common decency or moral capacity to just say, we fucked up, fam. What we need to do to make this right for you? I covered this story before, a portion of it. Breaks my heart that it even exists. Breaks my heart to be reminded of all of the other Americans and people throughout the world, man, who are suffering this type of injustice, because the motherfuckers are human. Human error does occur. But then even after we recognize the human error, we admit to it, we cannot just simply, in common decency and basic morality, make it right. You can't give that man and his family anything back from what you took from him. There are probably people out there to this very day, and probably until they die or he dies, which we all would do, so I don't mean anything morbid there, who will believe he's guilty of these crimes. Even though the entire situation is a reality because y'all fucked up, like y'all commonly do. And you follow it up as you commonly do by not even attempting to make it right. I just need you to know this is who these motherfuckers are, man. This is why you need to have it in your heart to not only know your rights, teach your children to know their rights, encourage your loved ones to know their rights, but also be willing to invest yourself in making sure your fellow American citizens, and if you're not in America, people throughout the world, your fellow human is okay when these motherfuckers are around, these power-hungry, tyrannical government authorities are around. You gotta make sure people are okay. You can't just think about yourself. I know I'm ranting, like I said in the beginning of the video, blaming on the Martell. Shout out to you if you say thank me for sharing these videos. If I don't see your comment, I apologize, but I'm saying it right now. Thank you for watching, tuning in, and contributing. I'm Trailhand Bill. It is a beautiful Thursday night, 8:21 p.m. Y'all be blessed. I think the videos come out a lot better when I'm not running around trying to make sure I get them out to y'all, huh? What you think? Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.